What's up, you guys? Brandon Gordon Gabs, GabGames.com. And this is City Skyline. Cleaning stuff in my face. I got a bathroom left to clean. Make dinner later. So that's what I'm doing. Eating. Um, let's see. I was building this up. Okay, so conversation topic. Which evil organization would you work for? It took me a while to think about it, but I figured it out. It will probably be Hydra because most Hydra agents don't get caught. Kind of one of the mistakes in the lore of Hydra. It's like being a 007 agent. Nobody knows you're a 007 agent, a 00 agent. Not until you get compromised. For the most part, you should never get compromised. So, I'm going Hydra. I haven't seen anybody use the track yet. Ah, what the fuck? Is that an exit ramp or an entrance ramp? That's an exit ramp. Gotta be Hydra. They gotta have great benefits. A guy with nothing but a letter almost took down the Avengers. A letter in a old bunker that he happened to find with a book. Baron Zemo. Why? Because they have friends in high places. It's not just you. I'm gonna drive along. So, Hydra. Some people never think about stuff. Uh, that's why I like having a conversation. Some people like, it's childish. Uh, it's not. There's actually great benefits of there's great reasons, uh, holding off having intelligent conversation. See, ladies, this is why that no good man is able to convince you that you're tripping. We have these conversations on the regular. Best basketball player, best anime, best superhero, best this and that. Where we're having these discussions with other grown men and we have to make logical points. To be valued, our opinion to be valued. But that's why a lot of guys have the saying, don't argue with a woman because you're arguing logic. She ain't got no logic. But it's because they don't have these discussions. You know what I mean? Like, don't argue with a woman. She not using logic. Y'all not using logic. Y'all not using the same logic. That's why men are so convincing at getting you out your pants. The art of conversation and debate. Who wins in the fight? Spider-Man or Batman? All logic says Spider-Man should win. But this is where you have to make your argument. First of all, we have to argue. See, Batman is like Goku. Batman is written where he almost has all the plot armor. Goku got one of the best plot armors in writing history. Goku wins because it is written. Goku always wins. Even when Goku loses, he wins. It's not a loss. It's we need to sideline Goku so that the rest of the team can shine. Oh no, Goku has a heart virus. Oh no, no. Oh no. He can't fight today. Who will step up? Will it be Vegeta? Will it be Gohan? Will it be Piccolo? We all know the answer. No fucking body. Because Goku saves the day. If Goku don't save the day, everything they worked for is destroyed. And they did that in Resurrection F. Frieza came back. And just because Goku's so protected by plot armor, Vegeta can't beat Frieza. Just when Vegeta's about to win, Frieza blows up the planet. Fuck that shit. Be a cold day in hell before somebody besides Goku wins. They're like, no, let's go back. Goku, you beat Frieza. That's just how it is. And Batman got that plot armor. Holy horseshit, Batman. We're buried in a bunch of horseshit. What do we do? Good thing I coated the bat suit in a horseshit repellent. Horseshit just slides off like baby oil. I'll be free in no time. Like, good thing I have my shark repellent spray. Good thing I have my alphabet soup decoder. Now, my alphabet soup is telling me stories. I think my cereal's telling me messages too. It says, ooh, it's because you're eating Cheerios. What else? Let's see. Batman just have plot armor for everything. No. So Batman is one of the most plot armor ridden characters. Spider-Man's strength, agility, speed, spider sense alone should put Spider-Man over Batman combat-wise. He's not as skilled as a martial artist. I could give him that. But it's like, stat-wise, he should mop the floor with Batman. What's good at throwing a punch if you can never land one? Like, I'm Batman. I realize that you have some type of sixth sense to this shit. So, I just have to overload that sixth sense. Spider sense overload. Bombs everywhere. What do I do? Now Batman whooping his ass. Because Batman is built with plot armor. At least that's how I would beat him anyway. Spider sense overload. Like, oh no. Trouble. More trouble. Even more trouble. So I put bombs everywhere on the battlefield and where we're fighting. Beat me, Spider-Man, I'm bringing the whole building down. And there's a building, a random building in the city that is attached to a dead man's switch. If I lose consciousness or die, that school blows up. That school or hospital. Your move, Spider-Man. Like, you wouldn't do it. I'm Batman. Do what the fuck I want. Okay, you win. Here are the web shooters. Batman's that intense. That's how he beat Darkseid. I don't give a fuck how hard you hit me, bitch. I'll blow up this whole planet. Now you wouldn't. Look at my soul. Look deep into my soulless eyes, bitch. I'm Batman. I'll do it. Like you son of a bitch. I don't got time to call your bluff today. Fine. Leave you guys alone and go mind my business. And this is why Batman beat Spider-Man. Plot armor. Spider-Man is written to face adversity. Yes! I beat the Green Goblin. I'm May. Ah, shit, May's dead. Yes! I beat Sandman. Mary Jane. Ah, she's dead too. Another goblin. I'll whoop his ass. Wait till I tell Harry about. Harry, you're the other fucking goblin. For every success, Spider-Man is faced with tragedy. What type of tragedy would he need to face to beat Batman? It's just his plot. It's the way he's written. And finally, I beat Batman. Like, Spider-Man, I hate to say it, but the Avengers are here to whoop your ass. Like, what? We consider you a level threat, bitch. We can't have no bitch assness on the Avengers. But I beat Batman. Whoop de fucking do. That's like beating Iron Man. It's just another guy in a suit. Captain America whooped Iron Man's ass. Bucky whooped his ass. He had no spider sense. He didn't do shit. Then they break both his arms, take his web shooters, burn down his house, then place him somewhere where he can't reach any technology ever. Now, Spider-Man's greatest feat is the web shooters. Because he has no hand-to-hand. Without different webbings and web shooters, Spider-Man gets his ass kicked by 90% of the people he fights. Because he already gets his ass whooped by 90% of the people he fights. Batman let you escape. I need more information. How'd it go out there? Ah, it's cool. I ran into this guy called the Shredder. We got in a little fight. He got some good hits in, but I was whooping his ass. Where is he? I let him go. I don't know what his big plans is. They might still be able to go off without us, without him intervening. Holy shredded cheese, Batman. Think we should put it on some pizza? Did somebody say pizza? Oh yeah. And I met 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Holy shredded cheese. Hey, Batman fighting the Turtles and win. Plot on. Like, if we go by the movies, they're fucking huge and strong. Even before the power up. And then they got the power up and they were just running through fucking armored vehicles and shit. When they were sliding down the mountain, y'all remember that scene? In 2. Like these niggas are freight train. They're not playing. You know, punch a hole through a nigga chest. That's why they was whooping the Foot Clan ass. It's not just that they're skilled. Think of the super strength and agility and speed and shit. Motherfucker hitting you with a sword. Talk about this dull. Man, fuck that. Nigga, you got 3 times the strength of a gorilla. One swipe of that sword, chopping off arms on accident. That's like, it's like getting your arm chopped off, your finger chopped off with a butter knife. With enough force, it's possible. It's just going to be very, very painful. Like kicking holes through the Foot Clan chest. Like, boom! Like, oh, I think you just killed them. I didn't do anything. I just gave him a normal punch. You're not fighting us. Fighting humans, man. Oh my gosh. That guy's kid was just about to graduate. He knew the risk of the job. And we don't ever think about that. But Batman in plot armor. Whoop ass. Man, his plot armor is so strong. It's a real debate. Batman versus Superman. Reality. Superman flies to the Batcave, rip Batman head off Mortal Kombat style, kick it across the cave, look at Alfred, say, "What, bitch?" and flies off. You know it and I know it. So, Batman. By plot armor. Batman versus Spider-Man. Make your debate. Give me your stance. Batman's genius too. He got a bat suit Dakota. Spider-Man's greatest invention was the web shooter. And I like to argue that Spider-Man is so dumb that instead of selling his webbing materials and stuff to at least, he could have sold it to Crazy Art, Elmer's Glue. He could have sold it to a glue people and made billions of dollars as a new glue competitor. Yet alone selling it to the medical field as cast and temporary things to block bleeding and things like that to stop bleeding. Made web shooters. How smart is Spider-Man? That's all I'm saying. You know what Bruce Wayne does? He whoops his enemy's ass and takes their inventions sometime. Like, Freeze, Mr. Freeze. Whoop his ass. I've reverse engineered his technology. And Wayne Tech could use this shit. Like he whoop his competitor's ass, steal their inventions. At least at the very least, that's smart in itself. You think for a guy who fight people like Green Goblin, who's flying around on a fucking glider, he at least add that technology to his fucking spider suit somewhere. He reverse engineer the fucking glider. Now you don't have to web swing. Now when he get caught in places where there ain't no buildings to web swing from, he can just switch on his jetpacks. How smart is Spider-Man? Not very smart. A guy, he's like, look, I'm good with smoke and mirrors. I'm about to trick the shit out this kid. Nah, it's not gonna work. He's a superhero. Everybody's amazed by magic. Got to put the rainbow. Magic. Watch this. Hey kid, got your nose. What? How? How'd he do it? Spider-Man thwarted by a magic trick. Might as well say he got beaten by. What's that? Like, huh? Damn. Got me again. Because through his spider sense, he can't see through bullshit. He can only sense danger. So if Mysterio just wanted to fuck with his mind, he probably would have won. He'd just never try to attack him. Trying to attack him is where he fucked up. Because that's where the danger's coming from. You know? How to use the fact that his uncle dead, how to have his dead uncle following him around through one of my illusion magics. Every time. Wake up, it's like a horror movie. And Peter have a naked Uncle Ben in his bed. When he wake up, standing in front of his bed, superhero pose, dick out. Peter, what do you think? Should I trim more off the top? Just to fuck with Spider-Man. As long as you don't try to attack him. Spider-Sense won't warn him. You gotta be, it's like physical harm thing that trigger it. All you gotta do is not try to harm him. Just psychologically ruin him. Every morning he'll wake up to another hologram of MJ sucking Harry Osborn's dick. Like, now that's an amazing shot. Every time Harry busts a nut, he Excelsior! Team Batman. Actually, I love Spider-Man, to be honest. But just to make the argument, you know who does Spider Sense better? Goku. Call it Ultra Instinct. Spider Sense of tingling. Ho, 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 ho. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. But that's why having these conversations are important. It's important to intellectual conversation. because you have to be coherent. Your argument have to be valid, and you have to make your case. This is why it's so easy to talk you ladies out your draws. Y'all don't have these conversations. We don't mind getting a little rah 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 about it. Like it's bullshit, bro. You know and I know. Spider-Man or Batman. Once women start confronting each other about opinions, they're like, it's okay, you know. Anyway, he's cute, isn't he? Hee hee hee. That's why that's my fail safe. That's how they are. Like, really, why should I fuck you today? Make all the valid argument. Plus, I'm cute. Hee hee hee. Damn, he is cute. Come here. Trying to leave draws and walk off with my t-shirt. Goddamn lady. My woman did that today. Left a goddamn drawers. Like, why am I cleaning finding your drawers, woman? Did it on purpose. Because I know you saw it in front of the bed. Getting ready. I don't clean my room. If I was cheating, that wouldn't help. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Ugh. Gotta do something random. Every time you think I'm cheating, send me some titty pictures. Whatever bitch he with, I'll be like, why he hiding his phone? Send me some titty pictures. I'm just saying. Think I'm cheating. That shit moving though. Oh, I was wondering, it's not at normal pace. Like that shit moving. How that going? Like shit. Think I took the wrong way. Why is that there? That should not be there. Why did I put that there? It's for them to take that. They got nervous. It's a whole new world under there. So I said it's scared. They want to just go straight through. They got to take the turn off. But if they want to go local, stay on the path. Cause I'm dope, nigga. This is Fun Time Square. This is Mayersville. This one got a track around it too. Nobody drives the track though. But good drive. Let's go for a Sunday drive. Need gas. I'll be right back.
And so, they play the acquisition as a bad difference for a tank, although NBA really wants to diversify their portfolio, finding another premium response shooters doesn't really make life easier. It's still not likely, but the odds are probably higher today than they were yesterday with more bang money. And it's some of the some of the organization has been even talking that they yes, but
I'm back.
absolutely. What happened is the education is obvious, and there is a risk that everyone is thinking about which is the elephant in the room. Whenever ownership changes, players worry. Will monetization get worse? Will collection events become even more frequent? Will battle passes change? Will skins become more expensive? Honestly, nobody knows. Private companies still want profits, probably lots of them. The difference is they don't have to prove it every 3 months. They can reduce short-term monetization pressure, or it could increase long-term investment into live service spending. Both are possible, so we actually see changes, and anything beyond that is speculation. And I don't think this announcement 2 days ago is going to change Apex tomorrow. Season 30 is still Season 30. The roadmap already exists. Content is already being built. Developers don't wake up in the morning after an acquisition and suddenly redesign an entire game.
One goes one way,
Take time, months, sometimes
the other
years.
goes the other
Like
way.
probably until late 2027, maybe even 2028. Then we'll know whether the acquisition actually changed anything. My biggest hope, personally, isn't bigger collection events or freer skins or another reactive weapon. It's infrastructure, servers, audios, cheaters, matchmaking, developer resources. We've seen things where they've recently switched the servers to AWS, which has improved it a little bit, but it hasn't overhauled the game like a lot of us were hoping. And that may have something to do with, well, Apex's old buggy netcode. Most people don't quit Apex because fighting isn't fun. They quit because something around the gameplay frustrates them. If you fix those problems, suddenly Apex becomes a lot stronger.
Apex sucks. Don't suck. It's a solid game. Uh, in theory, Apex Legends could have been the greatest first-person shooter ever. In theory. Um, enough realism to keep fans there. It's supposed to be competitive gameplay to keep fans there. Enough surrealism, the abilities and stuff to keep fans there. Lore to keep fans there. Execution sucks ass. Paywall. There's two things. One is the paywall. You're free to play, but it's going to cost you to win. That should not be what people think of your game. Free to play, but it's going to cost you to win. No, it's free to talk to a hooker. Still going to cost you to fuck. That in itself is a deal breaker. Next would be the lack of multiplayer support. I get when I say multiplayer, split screen multiplayer. I get that you can't have three people on three different teams playing on one screen. That's fair. But to say me and two of my siblings Me and two of my friends can't form a team on one TV to go attack some, but to play the game, be competitive, tripping. That was what kept Titanfall out of my greatest, is as one of the greatest first person shooters, sure. But as the greatest, that's why I can't be the greatest. I can't sit with my daughter and be like, come on, let's go shoot some shit up. Can't be great. I played that game for 5, 6 years before I decided to quit. Not that I'm bad, but it's become apparent. I hit a paywall. Now look, if you ain't investing no money over here, then fuck you. It's a free game. Why should your collection event cost $300? Why should your collection event cost $150? It's a free game. Respawn Entertainment, if, coming off of Titanfall, I get it. But once you started making that Star Wars money, that Disney money, free to play where? Fortnite. Same thing. You got Lego and Disney money now. What are you charging microtransactions for? They could literally afford to, because of their backing, to make the shit cheaper. But y'all let that happen. I play City Skylines all day before I go back to that. 2K is no longer on my gaming list. I played 2K from 2K. Play all the way up until I got fed up, really around 2020. Maybe 2018. I'm like, fuck this game. Tried to give it a chance. By 2020, I was done. I'll never buy me another 2K until they remove VC. No, like I said, from 2K. I played for 20 years. Fuck that shit. Sometimes you gotta say fuck that shit. Don't let people play with you. Know your worth, kings, queens. $20. Like, what would make a fan after 20 years be like, fuck that shit? Outside of just bad business. Pretend it ain't bad business. But we know it's bad business. Sooner you decide not to pretend, faster you get results. I said be faithful. Faithful ain't the issue. What am I being faithful to? Being faithful to no cheating ass game. I game all the time. It's 20 years of gaming under my belt. But as far in one game, so I can't be faithful. Play one game for 20 years. It took that game not to be shit for it to go. Think I won't leave you, bitch? That's the figurative bitch that want to play with my heart. Say Apex dead to me. Pay Apex faithfully. Backed it. Even promoted it and talked good. Good, the bad, the ugly. And just factually right now, it's in a horrible state. And you know who I'm blaming. If I say it once, I say it again. It's women's fault. You don't believe me? Let me tell you. Gaming was on a rise. Better consoles, better graphics. Everything was going great. We even had gaming. Everybody had access to gaming in the palm of their hand with new smartphone technology. And then came the Candy Crush Nation. See, Facebook, social media, gave everybody access to games because everybody had access to phones. That became a very dangerous thing. Because now those who never gamed were in a place they've never been. And what do we know about sheep who wander from the flock? They get snatched up by the wolf. And the wolf of game started snatching people up. And other wolves thought it was okay to do it because one got away with it. Candy Crush started off as a Facebook game before it ended up going to phone. People said they were asking for likes at first. Then they would hit a point where people just got tired of seeing the notification. To combat that, they're like, just buy some lives. You ain't got no real friends. They attack the lonely and the depressed. You ain't got friends. Your friends don't care about you. They're not going to send you no life. There's only one way to have a life. That's with money. They started attacking the casual gamer who'd never been in this landscape before. The women. The older folks. Candy Crush solely got your grandma, your mama, and your auntie to talk on Facebook. Because y'all, they sending lives back and forth. Came this circle. Candy Crush was the first game popular enough that microtransactions had. And again, they attacked the women and the elderly. It's easy to point and click. Click, 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 point, point. Flashing lights. Ooh! And then they made them feel bad. Just like they tried to make gamers feel bad. You lonely piece of shit. Don't nobody love you. If you want to keep playing this game, they give you that sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Give us some money for some more lives. Like, hey, that's a scam. You're not supposed to be paying for lives. Don't make them charge you for lives. Let that game die where it stands. Don't let that poisonous shit into this household. We value gaming. That is not gaming. Don't let them trick you. Shut up. Now they feel a little embarrassed. Shut up. They're not trying to trick me. You don't know what you're talking about. Look, what's one thing you tell me? I spent too much time on that damn video game. Trust me. That's not how it's supposed to go. You can't tell me shit. Changed the whole gaming landscape because bitches didn't want to listen. Now you gotta pay for VC in 2K. On a full price game, they want you to pay for skill points. Imagine that. You play Final Fantasy, any RPG game. They like, to get to level 2, I need $10. What? But can't tell them shit. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Look, I game. It's what I do. Not supposed to do that. So they attack the women first. Then they attack the kids. Hey kids, do you like violence? Here. Pick up this free-to-play game with these guns, build you a house, and shoot people from it. Like, that's cool. Cool enough. How much is it? Free. Oh, that's wow. You know, these characters kind of suck. I could use something a little bit better. Did you say you wanted more characters? For $20, you could buy you some VC to get you a new character. That game is called Fortnite. So they went from Candy Crush to Fortnite. They got single mothers or women that you can't tell shit, who happen to be single mothers, to pay for a game because they don't want to hear shit. Then they attack those single mothers' kids. Now the big bad wolf is in granny clothing. Come here! Yeah, dear. My. What expensive transactions you have. Oh, that's just to better supply you with support. My. These transactions are getting more expensive. It's more people playing. We need more money. What big teeth you have, Grandma? Shut up, bitch. Put the money in the bag. You're hooked now. Then they went to the ones that's the hardest for them to catch. Well, the hardest of the easy. Teenagers. Teenagers ain't got no money. They don't like to beg. Not all teenagers like to beg. So they understand, like, mama, daddy ain't have it like that. But they got me this game system anyway. They can't get me a game bundle. Wait, no. I'm talking nonsense. They went to the not so smart crowd. The ones that's guns and sports. The meatheads, the ones that's not necessarily doing good in school. $2K and Warzone follow behind. And Call of Duty follow behind. Two of the biggest crowds in gaming. And once they decided it's fine, the whole industry changed. But of course they thought it was fine because they grew up. You know, it started with the kids that had Fortnite in their hand. That generation of 2Kers brought in they brought in the VC. Like before, it was called SP, skill points. You earned SP to rank up your character. Then the Jordan edition, because that was the Kobe edition. Then the Jordan edition tried to flush it out more with badges and shit. Then once they had a RPG system, they figured that they're like, people are grinding this shit. Like, really? Would they pay to skip the grind? When they play all day anyway. What's the point of skipping the grind if you play all day all fucking day? But this is how bullshit it is sometimes. I play all day every day. But you like, oh, your character got low stats, you suck. You know, to tip the field. If they could always make you feel like you suck, then they always gonna have you, again, your self-esteem. They lower your self-esteem to take your money. You suck. You'll never be good. Might as well drop this cash to make it easier. Lower the self-esteem. And that's why there's just certain games I won't play. Like Call of Duty just got a toxic fan base. Call of Duty is fucking toxic. Again, 2K got that same toxicity. They try to call it a sportsman spirit. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of toxicity. So again, they talk because those crowds are less educated. They're not thinkers, they're doers. Go do this task. Call of Duty fans and 2K fans, or the people that primarily play those games, they're not thinkers. It's like being on the front line of the battlefield. It's a reason they're on the front line of the battlefield. Not really thinkers, expendable, lemmings. One walk off a cliff, they all gonna walk off a cliff. They don't play anything else but Call of Duty and 2K. There's people that buy $600 systems just to play 2K and Call of Duty. Everything else is some sissy ass shit. Like, you want to play the manly man game? Now that's some punk ass shit. No, a City Skylines, Final Fantasy. No, you tell a 2K as a man. If I go tell a motherfucker that play 2K and Call of Duty all day, I'm like, y'all should play The Sims. The Sims pretty dope. Like, don't nobody play that faggot ass shit. Excuse my language. It's a very toxic fan base. They can't think for they don't do a lot of thinking for themselves. No, I'm versatile. I play some of everything. I don't just play one. I like my gaming like I like my women. Different varieties. But 9 times out of 10, most people that play Call of Duty, that play 2K exclusively, they have a lower IQ. They exceed in strength or athleticism, but their IQ is horribly, horribly low. So, after they attacked the women, then they attacked the children. That's who they went after. Now they're trying to come after people like me. I need something a little more sophisticated. I need something a little bit more adultish. When I say adultish, as far as community. And I need something I understand, my separation from shit. Uh, Game is game. Not saying you can't be skilled at a game or that you can't be good. But you're not LeBron James. You are not on the real battlefield. That's why I like my first person shooters with a sci-fi twist. Give me some shit that's not World War II, World War III. A lot of people they're like, ooh, it's the realism. And then they go drop a giant robot, a giant mech suit in the middle of the battlefield. Shit like that. Call of Duty, they like Call of Duty and it's realism. And then do some dumb shit. 2K and it's realism. But can't nobody play. And watch a clip of 2K. You're not gonna see good gameplay. Pull up any 2K clip right now. You're gonna see people that look like they should have been stopped because just the way defense and shit is. Motherfuckers running back and forth, left and right. But oh, ain't got no real skill. Then the fact that they could buy builds. Nobody has to get good. They're killing their own fan base. They're killing their fan base. But again, it's a lot of people that play 2K like it's real basketball. Like, it's not a skill-based thing. When I say it's real basketball, I got LeBron James, so I get to dunk on everybody. That's what he do in real life. And LeBron James actually got a little bit of skill. No, I got Steph Curry, so I can hit every three-point shot. You know how hard Steph Curry had to work on that shit? To, timing and head fakes and, you know, all that shit. Running an offense. Like, nigga, you ain't running no offense. You just running up, dribble, dribble, shoot. You're not good. But as long as 2K got it on simulation mode, because most people don't take it out of simulation mode. If you're going to play me, you got to play me on arcade. Because, no, I'm not going to go on Steph Curry is 90% from the three. Like, nigga, you taking bad shots. You're going to have to earn them shots with me. Not a player stat-based shit. You just playing fantasy basketball and they letting you decide when to shoot. But because it's fantasy basketball, kind of the team with the better stats win. You got to play me on arcade. Because it get rid of all that shit and they make it more head-to-head. Like, nah, this ain't fantasy basketball. This is a test of skills. You know? But I play a bunch of different games. So, I gotta stay diverse. But now they're going after games like Apex. Say Apex became painfully obvious. A battle pass, sure, I'll give me a battle pass because it's a free-to-play game and skins, you get extra skins on the battle pass. That's fine. You gotta play ball somewhere. But to think I gotta buy a battle pass, I gotta buy heirloom shards, I gotta buy exotic shards, I gotta buy Apex coins on a free game? Suck my dick. How many forms of fucking currency does one game need? This ain't the world. You get legend tokens, but ain't nothing to spend them on. I will let Apex Legends die before I do that. It's crazy. And then to call yourself competitive. Only thing you want people to compete for is big bank take little bank. I like my bank, regardless if it's big or little. It's like my penis. It's not the size of it. It's how you use it. But for real, you gotta understand these things. Some people don't. And that's how you get taken advantage of. So the gaming landscape changed because of women. Candy Crush. Free to play things wasn't free to play games were only mobile. That's why Fortnite mobile was important. This is how they grab the generation of kids. Tablets and phones. Because Fortnite is on the tablet, because Fortnite was on the cell phone. No kids get the old cell phones, they get tablets. It's easy. They needed to play free to play games. Then when they found out a game like Fortnite was there and it was on console, like ooh, because they went from the tablet. They were the tablet crowd. They were that little crowd because it was only a brief of like 4 to 5 years where mobile gaming was it, because mobile phones were just accelerating. Going from flip phones to touchpad and being able to play games on them. So once they became stabilized as to the standard now, multi-touch touchscreen and shit like that, then you have that 4-year window. They picked up those kids who, you're the tablet kid, you're the cell phone kid. YouTube and free games. Picked up Fortnite. Then they took those kids from mobile to console. Hey kids, make your parents buy you a system. Play Fortnite on the system. But now those kids are going to college. This is where Fortnite is dying. They started going to college. That's why they need to do all types of weird shit to keep it going. They can't afford to buy systems. They can't afford to buy the new games. They can't afford VC. And they're too old for their parents to be like, let me buy you some VC. And this is why their financial profit keep declining. All free-to-play games are going to be hit with that. They're going to be hit with that, and they're going to be, right now, technically there is no way to recover from it outside of making a new game. But when you're a game like Fortnite, you back yourself into a hole. You dig your own grave. Because you can't do a Fortnite 2. People are going to be like, we spent a lot of money on Fortnite. What you mean a Fortnite 2? What's going to happen to all my shit? So they dug their grave with that. Then as kids, the Roblox kids, not that they don't play Fortnite, but they not fucking with Fortnite. Because they're Roblox kids. Fuck Fortnite. This is our Fortnite. Well, the big brother, big sister had Fortnite. This is for us. Roblox is for us. So Fortnite, once Roblox became big, Fortnite, that was the day it died. Because that's a generation of kids that's not fucking with them. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. No, worse with 2K. 2K dropped the same game every year, and they got the nerve for the next edition to be 150 for the premium edition. Now, what the fuck what's gonna happen? Is LeBron James gonna come to my house, ring my doorbell, and come teach me a jump shot or something? $150 for a video game. But again, when it comes to IQ, motherfuckers think more is better because they don't have any real concept of money. Because more than likely, somebody's giving them money. That's the type, baby, 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 please. Can you buy it for me, baby? Baby. Mama, mama, mama. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Hear me out, hear me out. They ain't got no concept of money. So you got to understand the shits, man. You got to understand the shits. Ugh. But it's women fault. I love you ladies, but you guys fucked up. You touched the shit without permission. If I wanted you to spend money on a game, I just put The Sims in your hand. You know, if more games took the Sims model when it comes to expansion packs, we'd have a lot better. Gaming ecosystem would be better. Right now, the community is running around with a bunch of crackheads. I know a crackhead when I see a crackhead. Motherfuckers out there sucking pussy for VC. Baby, baby, baby. I'll rub your back. I'll suck your toes. Suck on your pussy for some VC. Baby, baby, baby. I need that VC, boo. Fucking crackhead. Baby, 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 baby. Mama, 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 please. Listen, mama, listen, mama. I know, mama. I just got my allowance Friday, and today is Monday. But I need an advance on my allowance. You know? Like, why? It's a new skin. It's a limited time. I need it, mama. I need it. I do whatever it takes to get that advance on my pay. How many parents hear that shit? Hands up. Motherfuckers a crackhead. But that's the free-to-play crowd. Motherfuckers are crackheads. Fiending. Oh, shit. Gotta get me some of that VC. Gotta get me some of that VC. I'll wash your car, take out the trash, and I'll wash the dog. Just give me some of that VC, that sweet, sweet VC. And parents, they getting these favors done for them. And make sure you rub my bunion, sonny. They out here like drug dealers. They're benefiting from it, turning their clients into crackheads. All while the real drug dealers, the supplier, is getting rich. And to say I'm a brokey, first of all, over the past 4 or 5 years playing The Sims, I have spent between $440 and $880. The expansion packs that I have, what you call it, at full price, at $40 a price, at half price is about 20. If I bought everything on sale at half price, I still spent $440. And I know I didn't buy them all at half price. Ooh, I need that. But at the end of the day, I'm not counting on The Sims to hold up a server. All the expansion packs and stuff, I could put just The Sims on the system, and I'll have hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay. And it won't be repetitive because I could, let's say I focus on the supernatural, on the magic pack. I can focus on the vampire pack. I can focus on the werewolf pack. I can focus on the Star Wars pack. I can focus on the retreats. I can focus on, to be like focus. And then I got them all on the system at the same time. It's like, what you mean focus? You got ADHD today, bitch. It's not enough to. It's too much to focus. So you have hours and hours of gameplay, and sometimes you won't even touch some shit. Like I forgot I had that. I could put one game on my system and have hours and hours of gameplay. The only other game to be that good right now, technically, City Skylines could be that game. They have good DLC. I think I just can't. I'm nervous. I'm nervous when it comes to getting it. I was trying to show y'all. Okay. I can't show y'all. But the DLC, like if I could do new game, I could do scenarios. Each DLC pack comes with a few scenarios. So it's different ways to play. But go ahead and put on Call of Duty. Once the new one comes out, they shut down the server. Your multiplayer option is dead. And they bring out a new one every year. So you can't even play the way you like, which is the hours and hours of content comes from the multiplayer. The campaign is only about what 20 hours max. I tell you the truth. I tell you no lies. So you got to be careful on what you spend your money on. People out here running around like crackhead. Suck your dick for some VC right now. People out here crackheads turning their mamas into prostitutes. 'Cause your mama got to suck the dick for the VC. Because she didn't have that VC money. Now she got to go suck some dick. Not saying, that's over exaggerating a bit, but not really. Now she got to suck some dick to get you some VC. Save gaming. Gaming is in a state of decay. Say no to drugs, kids. GG. Good game. Cap Game. CapGames.com.